dog right on the ground to pee. She like smashed it in there. Not necessary. Why? She's cute.
She's like
She's gonna rock this treadmill. She's gonna be a jogger. So this is the same thing as like Thor, right? Like she's not going on there, but not because she's weirded out. It's just because Rachel's asking her to do it and she don't want to. She just wants to do things on her own terms. There we go. It's nice. Using her nose. Still being a little pushy. So she's got a little, I mean, I don't know, my perspective is she's got a little insecurity in her.
I feel like she's like a mix of
The two.
Yeah, and that last one. So a little bit pushy, but also like
She's a little, yeah. And it might be her age, perhaps. She might just be younger and hasn't experienced a lot yet.
she's a year and a half.
Okay. Well, she might have just not been exposed to a lot.
Yeah.
Either way, things are just. She's a dog that would be like, if she was my dog and we walked by a park bench, I'd have her jump on the park bench. I'd just be mixing things up a lot for her. She's just a little bit unsure. So she might be good. She might get a little bit nervous about it. She got cat nails. Be careful, Rachel. She just got a lot of excitement. Understandable. This will be good for her.
Great for her, yeah.
She's gonna be forced to use her brain. You saw like just her head touching that startled her. But she kept going. She didn't freeze, right? Now she's just showing off. She's like, oh hey, there's people in here too. It's the same thing. Rachel's just trying to get the angle of the leash so we're not going straight down her back, which she's really good at trying to put it.
I'm not
likes
talking
praise.
to her a whole lot just because she like already is a little bit excitable and just like probably a little bit frustrated too. So I don't want to like amp that up even more.
But that does mean when Rachel does say something to her, it's going to mean a whole lot more to her. Thank you. So she's looking to Rachel a little bit here. This is good. So Rachel's remaining calm. Rachel has it in her mind. This is going to go great. That's just going to help her feel better about it.
Speeding it up just a little bit so it's like more like her natural gait.
So you can see her toes are splayed, right? You're seeing a lot of space in between her toes. That's because she's unsure. This is the same thing that like we're gonna want to look for a good ending for her. There's a nice stress yawn there. So what's important to remember is there's positive and negative stress, right? Studying for a test and having a test is stressful, but it is not bad stress for you as a human. So this is going to be positive stress for her because there's a positive outcome from it. Our goal for her, really easy goal, was just to get her to walk a little bit more at a normal gait and to have her toes just be a little bit closer to each other. So she's just a little bit more familiar with the treadmill. Her tail's fine.
She's using her nose.
She's sniffing. She's just like, what's next?
She's
you
like,
know?
oh, Thor's
Yeah.
been here.
This girl likes, this is a dog that will love to have little jobs. This is great for her. A weight vest would be cool for her. It would just be like another thing for her to do. Same thing, or like a dog backpack with a couple of water bottles in it, or just something. She just wants to do something to please you.
She's like finding jobs while
Yeah.
she's walking.
Yeah. And that's super cool. Dogs like this is such a game changer for them because when they want a job, they absolutely don't have one in a kennel, right? They can only obsess about other things. That's where you see a lot of dogs, they'll start resource guarding because like they need to do something to drain the energy from their brain. And resource guarding is really draining. It's just not a positive behavior, but it does drain them a lot. Yeah, she's literally like, let's do what else?
I bet like this is the type of dog too where like once she got more comfortable being on here, like she could do a nice little trot.
Yeah.
And then do like a nice slow walk.
She'd like it.
Or yeah.
You know, like she'd be like, I'm gonna do a little trot and then I'm gonna walk. That's what's important. We just want them to, we don't want to like be forcing them to go fast, right? That's the one nice thing about like slap mills is that the dogs can choose how fast they go. That's super helpful, but
Can you explain what a slap mill is?
sure, slap mills are, if you look on our Facebook or Instagram, you'll see them a lot. It's basically a dog-powered treadmill. So its entire track is like you can spin it yourself. So the dog chooses how fast they go. It's really nice for some dogs, well, a lot of dogs. If you think about it, in the world today, dogs don't get to like run full speed ever. So it can allow a dog to like actually go full speed, like fully get a good run out. It's also really nice for dogs that are freaked out.
Would someone take her outside?
She need to poop.
I'm fairly certain.
She's like, what?
Especially because she peed in here. I'm like
Yeah.
even more mindful and
Yep.